I had an extremely busy week this week. We went to San Angelo Rodeo my first year. We won second in the first round. Marty roped a leg to win the second round. But I felt like my horses worked good. I rode Deone on my first one, rode Dillinger on the second one. I break down and talk about why I done that, what my plans were, the thoughts behind it, the score, and the setup. Now we hauled Gabe's stallion over to the rodeo this weekend, and he helped push the steers up when they had the jackpot. And he got up in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, got up, brushed his teeth, got all dressed by himself. We went out there and warmed our horses up. It was quite enjoyable having a little man over with me at the rodeo. The girls were at the all-girl roping this weekend. They had a jackpot at San Angelo. That video is on the website. All the videos are on the website. You know, they roped little steers. Roping paid almost 6,000 to win, and I did a poor job of scoring over there. Broke 2 barriers out of 3 on the first 3 steers I run. Wasn't very happy with my roping. Felt like my horse worked good. I scored and kicked through and broke the barrier on all of them. Meemaw and Jennifer were over there at the Wildfire Open to the World all-girl roping. Had over 300 teams in it. The short round for the all-girls up on the website. Steers were a little tricky in the all-girl and the open, but there was a lot of good ones in there. Jennifer roped with Beverly Robbins, Sean T. Wise, Rebecca, and Joni Ivy. She didn't make the short round. She roped a couple really good steers. A couple of them got out of it. She missed a couple. She had a couple that she roped by 2 feet and they got out of the loop. But she throwed some pretty good loops and done pretty decent in the all-girl. Not as good as she has been doing. And I talked about the biggest mistake of the weekend. There ain't many times in my career have I ever broke the barrier on a walker kicking through. Poor job of executing, and I break down and talk about my thoughts, what was behind it, kind of what got me. Felt like Dillinger and Deone both did good over at the roping. Now, my wife had the first roping since she's been healing that she actually healed pretty good. Out of the first 6 steers, she run in the businessman roping that paid 100,000 to win first. She roped 4 by 2 feet and roped a leg. She happened to rope a leg with each partner, or she'd have had a chance to have a pretty good callback. She made 3 to the short round and roped 1 by 2 feet, pulled up on one, and roped a leg on one. But she actually had a chance to win something. She was pretty excited and bummed a little bit. Now, when we come home, I don't know exactly what happened. She healed pretty good at the roping, but she roped 8 out of 9 muleys, and I told her that that did not look like my wife, that I have been working on her healing. That actually looked like she had figured it out. I don't know if it's going to stick the next day we go in the practice pen, because we're going to go down there and rope at 4 o'clock today. But 8 out of 9 muleys, she healed outstanding today. And yes, she was very excited, and we watched this quite a bit. There was nothing fancy about it. She just healed, throwed at the right time. Now, LC this weekend worked good in the arena, but got worse. She's a full-blood thoroughbred, her mama was, and she's out of Busy Bee. It's one we raised. Now, her mama had a real bad temper. This horse got a little bit angsty coming up the alley and doing a couple different things, so she's won the credit for me to ride her a little bit when we get home. I think LC is an extremely nice heel horse, and I've been looking for this run out of Deone. Every now and then he will give it. If you watch him come across the line, he actually blows me out of the saddle. Sheriff's been doing really good, trying to get all the pieces to the puzzle, getting him to do stuff. When I come out of the heading box and run up there, he gets real strong in the bridle. You know, Sheriff's a full brother to Two Moons. He's really made some progress lately. We're going to be working on a lot of stuff with him. We're back in the practice pen and be loading videos of the days how it goes. Now, Meemaw leaves to go home after the George Strait. She goes home for a little while. I think when she comes back out the next time, she's going to stay. but we're looking at buying her a horse that she can take home with her and have something to rope on. The horse kind of reminds me a little bit of her paycheck horse. He's gentle, very easy. We've just roped the hot hills 2 days on him. We're going to rope some steers today. But I'm back riding Randy, trying to get him a little bit more reprogrammed. You know, my mom rides him a little different, lets him stop a little bit on his own, get to the inside a little bit, but it's been good for Randy. It's been real good for my mom, but my goal is to find her something that's hers that she can go rope on, and I want to see if I can go ahead and finish Randy out and get me a finished heel horse for my wife. I think he has a lot of ability. You know, I've got the tie down off, and I'll be talking about what I'm trying to do. My mom will let him pull through the bridle a little bit coming in the corner and get a little bit to the inside. So I'm trying to slow everything down and reprogram him to do things the way I want him to do it. You know, my mom for years, on slow steers, she ropes outstanding, but when she goes fast, she does not swing her rope fast enough to be able to overcome it. You know, Randy, me and Randy's got a history. We've done a lot of circles and a lot of stuff getting him where he responds to me and doing little things. If I can get him doing all the little things that I'm after, when I start going faster, it's a lot easier. So kind of reprogramming him a little bit, messing with him. I really think this horse has a lot of ability, and we'll see where he goes in the future. But it was a little windy today, and I did lots of circles. When you don't ride for about 5 or 6 days and you get on one and you ride nonstop for about 3 or 4 hours, it will take it out of you a little bit, and you find out just how out of shape you really are. When you just stay riding and moving, that's one thing about using the hot hills. I can just step off one and go back to moving another one and doing things. But so much of using the mechanical dummy is about programming your horse and getting control of your horse and making your horse do the little things, so when you go fast, you have a lot better chance of working. Can't even begin to tell you how much difference it's made in my wife's heeling, having that little stick up there, which we call the gin stick, so that she cannot throw her rope at the wrong time, and she has to pay attention to when she's roping the legs. But I am very excited with how she roped at the businessman roping, and I'm very excited at how she roped those 8 muleys. We will see in the next week to 10 days if it's going to stick and she can keep doing it. It's going to be awful exciting.